everyone. Welcome back. Did you enjoy that last session? It's awesome. We have so many of you virtually tuning in these past few days and tomorrow as well, and we're very, very excited that you're able to join us and watch these sessions alongside us. To reintroduce myself, I'm Claire. I'm a VP at GC Ventures, and today with me, I have Kevin from Unity and Alex from JFF. I'd love to hand it off to you guys to give a quick intro on what you do and who you are.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Truong, Education Grants Program Manager at Unity. I lead our education grant making and grant partnership initiatives.
And I'm Alex Swartsel, Managing Director of Insights at Jobs for the Future Labs. We head up work to transform the education and workforce systems in the United States.
That's awesome. And I've personally been hearing a ton about this new partnership, but for the audience members who have relatively less context on both JFF and Unity, what is the partnership that you all are brewing together? Would love to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, I can take that. So I think all of us strongly believe that technologies like real-time 3D, XR, the metaverse, are going to transform how we live, how we work, how we learn, and also the jobs that we hold. At JFF, because of our mission for economic advancement, we see job career opportunities in XR as being a really exciting potential opportunity for people to seek career advancement, upskill themselves, and get themselves and their families into better careers. And so this partnership is going to dive into some of the questions that the education and workforce fields are grappling with in this next generation of XR technology and works. And so we're very excited to announce this week this new workforce development grant that's going to give us an opportunity to help train and upskill workers into jobs that are in this opportunity.
That's awesome. And so tell me a little bit more. What exactly is the Unity Workforce Grant? What does it entail?
Yeah, the Unity Workforce Grant is an exciting funding opportunity through the Unity Charitable Fund. This is our third annual grant, and we are excited to provide job trainers and organizations that are upskilling learners into real-time 3D careers to become Unity developers for various different careers that are in high demand right now. And we're awarding up to $200,000 to organizations as well for this funding opportunity. And as Alex mentioned, we understand that the need is there and that a lot of industries are seeking demand to create different immersive experiences in various industries.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I think there definitely is, a massive talent or skills that you guys are both tackling. And I think, JFF and Unity, this is a combination of two very powerful organizations that can make this vision and can tackle this big challenge. So how do you all think about, ways to solve this massive challenge? And why is it critical that we solve this now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And so the critical issue that we understand is that a lot of industries are using real-time 3D experiences, and the world is becoming increasingly real-time 3D. We're seeing in healthcare VR simulations that surgeons are using to, in semiconductor fields where a lot of training is done in virtual reality so that costs for job training is reduced, and then the number of jobs can increase. And so, and as well as video games industry as well for what we're known for at Unity. And so the issue we're hoping to address is helping underrepresented learners from various communities globally access this in-demand job market because we believe there will be tens of thousands of jobs available, but the talent needs to be upskilled as well to prepare for this influx of opportunities.
Yeah, can I add to that, Kevin? Because one thing that we've seen in our work at JFF, designing and developing projects that are putting real-time 3D technology into people's hands, is that when you empower people to use this technology, the sky's the limit with what they do with it. The number of use cases are multiplying by the day. And so I think the team at Unity sees this day in and day out, that when you can actually train and prepare people to be creators and to understand how to put this technology to work, they themselves can completely reinvent their work and their jobs. They can do that for their employers as well. So we see tremendous value creation opportunities, both by putting these tools directly into people's hands and by helping employers better understand how to leverage people with those skills.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think even as we're seeing in a ton of different panels here today, the lines between creator and consumer of content is really blurring, and what you all are doing are really empowering those people to fill both of those roles, which is really fascinating. How are you all thinking about real-time 3D as a promising career pathway, especially for those maybe historically marginalized communities or those who have historically not had access to these careers?
Yeah, I mean, so we have research from JFF coming out later this summer that unearthed something really exciting, I think, which is not just that there are tremendous career paths in the field of real-time 3D technology. And it's important to say, too, that those certainly are jobs that are developers, designers, and creators themselves, but also the jobs that are around the ecosystem supporting real-time 3D. Help, for instance, in VR, helping people use headsets, helping people design learning experiences, sort of all of those different opportunities. And those jobs are very transferable from other jobs that exist in other industries. And so there are so many different pathways into this field. And that, I think, creates real opportunities. And so that's part of why we're incredibly excited to be focusing in specifically on what training pathways look like, especially for underrepresented populations. I mean, we've all seen the statistics, right? Black workers, women workers, workers from low-income communities are underrepresented in tech fields writ large, which creates not just real occupational segregation, but really detrimental outcomes when it comes to economic mobility. And so when we can effectively support learners and workers to enter into these careers, again, I think we see opportunity not just them and for them and their families, but for our whole society.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the work that you all are doing just to even lower the barriers to access to this technology is going to have phenomenal impact on just the entire ecosystem. So I'm very excited to see how all of this plays out. So what are you all, I guess, looking for in these training programs for those who want to apply?
Yeah, we have 4 criteria: career development, impact, inclusion, and also viability. So we're really hoping that the organization or institution that applies for our funding opportunity will share with us their really understanding of the career opportunities through real-time 3D upskilling, and also show us that they will be reaching underrepresented communities through their recruitment, as well as their projected impact and outcomes of this funding opportunity.
Cool. And for those, I know there are a ton of you tuning in virtually live, and then a lot of you watching this as you're walking by or going through your sessions. What can people do to learn more about this amazing partnership?
Yeah, to learn more about this partnership and also our grant opportunity, you can visit Unity Social Impact or visit our grant webpage at unity.com/grants/workforce grants.
Awesome. Well, I hope all of you check that out. I myself will be doing so right after this. And thank you so much all for joining me today.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Claire.
you.